Welcome to the recap of Chapter 5. So, in here, we're going to discuss some of the highlights for CPU scheduling. So, what are the core topics? It's more on the scheduling algorithm and the relationship of multiprocessing scheduling and scheduling criteria. So, our objective is to describe more the CPU algorithm, assess which among the scheduling algorithm is um, maybe the better one, explain the issues in multiprocessor and multi-core scheduling. So, the basic concept, so ang ano lang ito, definition lang natin or review natin. So, before I discuss the batch processing, so dun sa batch processing, meron tayong disadvantage. Ang disadvantage natin ay nagkakaroon ng idle time yung ating CPU. While one batch is being processed, na gumagamit siya ng similar resources, so mas natatagalan yung matagal yung idle time ng ating CPU. So to solve that, we have what we call the multi-programming. So dito, illustration natin, so the CPU or I/O burst. So when we say the process execution consists of a cycle of CPU execution and I/O wait. So CPU burst followed by an I/O burst. CPU burst distribution is a main concern ko. Yung main concern natin dito is kailan magtatrabaho si CPU na kung saan most of the time nagtatrabaho siya. Kasi binabawasan natin yung kanyang idle time. Okay. To do that, we need to consider the CPU scheduler. So, si CPU scheduler, siya yung pumipili kung aling process ang kailangan natin or anong process yung i-execute ni CPU. The CPU scheduler select. Saan siya nagsiselect? Among the process and ready queue. So, mayroong pila ng mga process and allowed and allocate a CPU core to one of them. Okay. So the queue may be ordered in various ways. So CPU scheduling decision may take place with a processes. So ito yung mga decision niya. From switching from running to waiting state, from running, sabihin nagtatrabaho, tapos tumigil, nag-waiting siya. Another is switching from running to ready state. So, running and then to ready state. So, ibig sabihin, uh, ready, ibig sabihin, allocated ulit siya. Yan, ready state. Pwede na ulit gamitin. Kumbaga yung resources na yung CPU. Another is switching from waiting to ready. So, wala siyang ginagawa, idle, tapos to ready state. Pwede na ulit siyang ma-accept ng mga tatrabahuhin niya. And the fourth one is terminate. So, the situation 1 and 4 is no choice in terms of scheduling. So, from running to terminate, so no choice siya. O nga naman, yung running to waiting, wala siyang ibang option kundi running to waiting. Pero yung running to ready, tapos waiting to ready, ayan, a new process if one exists in the ready queue must be selected for an execution. So, yan. Sabi nga dito, yung 2 and 3, however, there is a choice. Okay. So, let's define now the preemptive and non-preemptive. When we say non-preemptive, so, ito lang din yon para mas madali. Pag non-preemptive, ibig sabihin, hindi natin tinitigil yung isang process, pinapatapos natin siya until siya ma-terminate. From running to switching from running to terminate. So, Kaya nga siya is 1 and 4. Yan. Pag under the circumstances of 1 and 4, the scheduling scheme is non-preemptive, while otherwise it is preemptive. So, under non-preemptive scheduling, once the CPU has been allocated to a process, the process keeps the CPU until it releases it either by terminating or by switching to waiting state. Yan. Yan yung non-preemptive. Ano ang choice niya lang is switching either release either by terminating or switching to waiting state. Virtually all modern operating systems, including the Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Unix, are preemptive scheduling algorithm. So, hindi siya yung naghihintay hanggang sa terminate. Kaya siya ay preemptive. So, bakit kaya preemptive? Kasi preemptive scheduling algorithm seems to work better than the non-preemptive scheduling. Okay. Preemptive scheduling and race conditioning. So, preemptive scheduling can result in race conditions when data are shared among several processes. Consider the case of two processes that share data. While one person is uploading the data, it is preempted so that the second process can run. The second the second process can try to read the data which are in inconsistent state. So this state is um, explored in chapter 6. So in chapter 6, we're going to discuss the problem and scheduling algorithm and the solution for that. So dito kasi, anong problema dito? Kasi daw, kung ano siya, preemptive, sabihin pwedeng simultaneously, parang meron siyang inutos. Ang utos sa kanya is to update the data. Well, the next process na nakuha ni CPU naman is the second process naman gustong magbasa ng data. So, anong mangyayari? So, magkakaroon ng inconsistent state. Okay, maaaring di pa tapos na mag-update ng data, tapos yung isa naman mariread niya, hindi updated na data. So, there is a problem. So, that is the, um, the preemptive scheduling and the race condition. Now, let's go to the scheduling criteria. Paano nga ba tayo pipili ng ating scheduling criteria? So, using this criteria, we're going to um, select which among the scheduling algorithm might be the best or better scheduling algorithm. Okay, we need the CPU utilization. Ang goal natin is to keep the CPU busy as possible. Throughput, number of processes that completes their execution per time unit. So, iba yung, itong throughput, mas paramihan ng matapos na process. Turnaround time, the amount of time to execute a particular process. Turnaround time, yung isang process, gaano siya kabilis matapos. Okay, yung throughput, gaano karami. Another is waiting time. So the waiting time is the amount of time a process has been waiting in the ready queue. Kung gaano siya katagal naghihintay bago siya mai-process. That's the waiting time. And the last one is the response time. Amount of time it can take from when a request was submitted until the first response is produced. So that is the response time. The amount of time it takes from when a request was submitted. Yung request was submitted. Ibig sabihin, nagsabi ka na gusto mo nang gamitin. Nagsabi yung process na I want to use these resources. Kaso, hindi mo siya nagamit agad. So, nagkaroon ka ng gap between between the request. O, yun. So, yun yung response time. Pag reply sa'yo, na okay, pwede ka na mai-process. So, ibig sabihin, yun yung response time mo. Kung after 3 minutes siya or 2 seconds, so yun yung response time. So, that is the scheduling criteria. C, T, another T, W, R. Na para may acronym tayo. Okay. Scheduling algorithm optimization criteria. Yan. So, ito yung kailangan nating ma-meet para sa ating criteria. Maximize the CPU utilization. Maximize the throughput. Paramihan ang matapos na process. Minimize the turnaround time. Kailangan mabilis ang turnaround time niya, ang kada process. And then minimum waiting time. And then minimum response time.